This one is gonna fly! A 3-run home run! Kerry Carpenter!
They give it to Jameer. Big hole. There he goes down to the 20-yard line. Angling to the 15. Gone, baby! 5! End zone! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Cade to the basket. Hooks on the run. He hits it. Pistons are back up.
Pass over the line. Here's Kane on a change. He scores! He caught the Flyers changing. Patrick Kane with a shot inside the left goal post.
It's Williams in motion. Low snap. Melrose stopped! Michigan makes a stand and comes up with a milestone playoff victory.
Sports Kid Podcast. And here is your one and only Sports Kid host, Emery.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm the Sports Kid, and this is my dad, and we're here to bring you the latest on Detroit sports and more.
That is right. Episode 22.
22.
22, and we are live in the studio. A little warm in here. Had a little situation with our furnace this week, and the blower motor not wanting to work, of course. So 90 degrees outside, probably 95 degrees inside right now. But we've got fans blowing.
Is it actually?
I don't know. It's warm. It's
Yeah.
hot. We've got some fans blowing. We're pushing through. But we are live in the studio. Thanks for tuning in. Couple updates. We've been talking about a giveaway for a couple weeks, which I'm not going to spoil that just yet. I'll let Emery share the news there. And then need to give a shout out to our sponsor, the North Oakland Staffing Agency. So if you're looking for staffing or recruiting efforts in Northern Oakland County or Michigan or beyond, make sure to reach out to them. Check them out at thenoxa.com, THENOKSA.com. We are thankful to have them as an official supporter of this podcast. Is that right, Emery?
Yes.
We would not be here without the Noxa.
Yeah.
So that's all I've got. Exciting show tonight, though. Yeah, we got a couple comments coming through. Mel in Tallahassee, thanks for tuning in. She says, wishing you cool breezes. We have fans up above. We've got some fans blowing over
How
there.
hot is it down there?
Yeah, this is like Florida weather. And we've got Sherman tuning in. Hey, Sherman. I'm sure it's probably 90-ish in Florida right now, too. But Emery, what do you got for us today?
So we've got a great show for you today, as always. We are going to be doing a giveaway, but
When do you want to announce that?
we'll do that like later. But
Okay.
we're going to be talking about the Panthers winning the Stanley Cup Finals and the OKC Thunder winning the NBA Finals and the Tigers,
Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani. A lot of stuff we're going
Yeah.
to talk about.
Okay. All right.
So, but first, the recent scores and updates. So, the Tigers beat the Rays 9-4. Now have a record of 49-30. Winston Perez went 2 for 4 with a home run, 2 runs scored, and 3 RBIs. So
Yeah,
he
Winston Perez is
contributed.
quickly becoming hot.
Yes. And on Tuesday, the Panthers beat the Oilers 5-1, and won the series 4-2. And Sam Reinhart had 4 goals, and I can't remember who won the Conn Smythe. I know Sam Bennett.
Okay, there we go. Yep.
Then last night, the OKC Thunder beat the Pacers 103-91 and won the series 4-3 in Game 7. SGA had 29 points, 12 assists, and Chet Holmgren had 18 points, 8 rebounds. And this is the craziest part. He had 5 blocks, which is the craziest part.
SGA, just in the game last night.
Yeah. Or no, not SGA. Chet Holmgren.
Oh, Chet. Okay.
And then
He wanted to win.
yeah, and Tyrese Halliburton also like tore his Achilles.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, probably, right?
Yeah, and that's it for the racist scores.
Okay. Should we get into? All right. How about we do? I don't want to go on too far without talking about the giveaway.
Yeah, let's just say that now.
Want to do the giveaway right now?
Yeah.
We'll discuss the giveaway.
Yeah, say how you
Okay.
get in it.
Why don't you tell them what they could win?
So if you win the giveaway, you will be winning this Parker Meadows signed Tigers jersey right here. It's a pretty nice jersey.
Yeah, so in the studio, if you are listening and not watching, we have cameras wanting to move around a little bit, but we do have, there we go.
There we go. Right
Parker
here.
Meadows
Signed
autographed jersey. We picked that up today, actually, from our friends at JMC Sports. So shout out them. So yeah, we are giving away a autographed jersey. That's pretty sweet. To one lucky winner.
So how about you tell them how you get entered?
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Move the camera back to focus on us, maybe. Okay, it will move. So, in order to enter to win, what we will be doing, and we'll post a video out on our social media accounts with Emery discussing the giveaway.
After
this episode, we'll probably
maybe do it tomorrow.
I don't know. I think we should record it and push it out tonight. So we'll post this video on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. What you need to do, what we're trying to do is gain subscribers on YouTube. So we need people to go to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe.
And
on Spotify.
No, we're just going to do YouTube for this one.
Oh.
The next one we'll try to do a podcast like Spotify later.
Oh.
This one's just for YouTube. And we'll explain the details in the posts. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a post of Emery explaining the giveaway. We need you to comment on that post, share the post, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So if you don't have YouTube, you're going to have to get it to be entered to win. And then we just need you to comment and share the posts. It could be, again, it's going to be a little bit tricky. Facebook's easy to share things on. Instagram, you can share in different ways if you're on there. And YouTube, I don't think they have an easy way of sharing. Maybe they do with their YouTube shorts. I'm not exactly sure. So
Yeah, kind of.
just if you're there, comment, let us know that you're a subscriber. That's what really all we're looking for, is to just grow our subscribers on YouTube right now. So again, to enter to win, comment, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Okay, but you can comment or share on the Facebook, the Instagram, whatever. Just let us know that you've subscribed. That's what we're looking for. And you will win this
Parker Meadows signed or autographed jersey.
Yes. Pretty sweet jersey. And we will be pushing that video out. We got to do it tonight, and you will be able to see that. And then we will announce the winner in 2 weeks. So we want to give people some time to see the giveaway, be able to get entered. So that would be...
See the video.
Yeah, see the video. So not next week, but the following week. So it'd be episode 24. We will announce the giveaway live during our podcast. So,
Yep.
Sound good? Couple other updates, if you've noticed on the live stream here, we've got up at the top there. Couple
Here.
things, couple Detroit sports logos there: Lions, Pistons, Tigers, Wings. And yeah, we've been trying to revamp things a little bit, make things look cool.
There's also smoke coming up on the side.
Yeah, there's some smoke drifting up. If you're listening and not watching, I'd encourage you to check it out. That's why, again, we're trying to push people Right now, we're live streaming on Facebook and YouTube, looking at some of the other options as well through our streaming platform that we use right now. Those are the main ones. We can go to Instagram. It's a little bit different over there, but.
Oh wait, is that how you like separated it? Like you did like the ones that we could stream out over there, and then, like, the ones that...
The bottom left over there, our left, would be, those are social media.
Yeah.
So we got Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And then down over here on the right, we've got Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and iHeart.
Oh.
So yeah. That's that. So excited about that giveaway. And again, be checking all the different social media platforms. Tonight we are streaming live June 23rd, Monday, June 23rd, 2025.
Yeah, 2 days is the NBA draft, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, okay. All right, so what are we going to talk about first?
I say we talk about not a Detroit team, but still baseball. I say we talk about the Dodgers last night.
All right, what do you want to talk about regarding the Dodgers last night?
The man, the myth, the legend, Shohei Ohtani. So, I forget, I can't remember the date, but he started his pitching debut as a Dodger. I think it was like a week ago or something like that. And he only pitched one inning. He pitched one inning, and it wasn't the best. Like, it's actually a pretty good start back. But he made his second pitching debut last night, and it was a much better. He pitched one complete inning with only 18 pitches, recorded 2 strikeouts, and one error, I think it was. I don't know how they got the error. Oh, the error was a pop fly to Mookie Betts, and he dropped it because the sun was right in his eye, and he dropped it. So
that happens.
I don't know how the other out happened. Probably this ground out or something. But then, to make it even better, he had a 3-run triple. And he had a 2-run home run.
Jeez.
So both the time that he got hits, cleared the bases.
That's awesome. So I take it they won.
Yeah. They won, I believe, like 13-5. And in like the 7th inning, they scored 7 runs.
Who were they playing?
The Nationals, or it was 13-7.
That's a really high scoring game. 20 runs between the two teams.
And I forgot, Max Muncy had 2 home runs. Yeah. So they don't even show Shohei Ohtani on the key players, even though he had a triple and a home run, because Max Muncy had a home run, 7 RBIs.
Jeez. That's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, it's cool to see his comeback, and it's going to be exciting to see him pitch. Could you imagine him pitching in the playoffs or potentially a World Series?
Yeah.
Pitching and then getting out there and hitting.
I wonder if that'd be like the first time in a World Series that had happened.
I don't know. Something.
Sounds like.
Something good to look up.
Because Babe Ruth used to pitch, did he? He was an outfielder, but I'm pretty sure he pitched too. Sometimes. But like back then, it was like everyone was throwing it like the same speed.
I don't know.
I don't know. But even like, I've just seen like videos of other MLB stars like Aaron Judge and like Freddie Freeman and all those people that are all like, people ask them like, what do you think of Shohei Ohtani? And they're all just like speechless about it. They're just like, I don't really understand how he pitches that good and then hits arguably better. Maybe.
He is amazing. Pretty amazing to watch.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't
And like you mentioned, this is only his second time back pitching.
in 2 years.
Yeah. Got to earn that money.
And he also has 26 home runs. But his average is under 300.
All right, so Mel coming in with the stats. Mickey Lolich homered in a World Series game in 1968. He also pitched 3 games and won all 3.
So it wouldn't be a first. But
No. It's definitely rare in this day and age. I mean, 1968, not to
beat on him.
or
But
to scare anybody, but that was a long time ago now. We're coming up on what?
2025.
Yeah,
That's like-
what's the math?
This is like 6...
57 years ago. Almost 60 years ago coming up. Yeah, it's a different sport now, as most of y'all know, but it's cool to see just because it's so much different. We're not used to seeing it. You want to stick on the baseball topic?
Yeah. The Tigers are also someone that nobody thought would be happening, kind of thing. No one expected them to be doing this good. People thought that, like, at the end of last year, they would started doing good, and people thought it was like a fluke and that it wouldn't stick around.
Yeah.
But then it just stuck around, and
Yeah, they were a young team, not really any like huge stars.
they
had
almost
Scooble.
have 50 wins.
Yeah. Mel commented earlier, she said 19 games over 500 right now. Which is awesome.
They've only
They struggled, though. They struggled against the Rays.
but I was looking at it. The Rays aren't a bad team though.
No, the Rays are pretty good. Although
They have 40 some wins.
Yeah, they were unfortunately won the series against us, but
Now we play the A's. A's are not very good. I don't think.
yeah, I don't know. So let's look at the standings here.
Yeah, they're like 5th in that West or something.
So Tigers at 49 and 30. Who's the closest behind them in
Mets.
the American League?
Or no, the Mets aren't in that. It's
The Yankees.
the National League. It's the Dodgers.
Yeah, the Rays are right up there.
The Orioles. We want to talk about a team who they should not be doing this bad as the Orioles. Jackson Holiday, Adley Rutschman.
Didn't he get hurt or something, though?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. And yeah, pretty sure he did get hurt.
So,
Oh, the Phillies. Jeez.
and the Phillies are somehow doing...
Look at the Cubs.
Comment coming in from my buddy Nick Polano. Hey, bud. Keep it up, guys. Thank you.
See, Dodgers right behind them through one game.
What's crazy is that it's June and the Tigers are this hot this early. There'd have to be a big pendulum swing for them to somehow fail.
But what if I don't know, like what if Flaherty leaves after the All-Star break? What if he leaves and then goes to the Dodgers again?
No, he wants to be a Tiger.
I think, honestly, if I was Flaherty, I would have stayed with the Dodgers. He traded after the All-Star break, won the World Series.
He was traded. It was not his choice, I don't believe.
Well, wasn't he like a free agent? Or was he...
I don't remember, but I just remember I don't think that he was too happy about it. By the way, I'm drinking Sprecher root beer here. This is not a Bud Light or anything.
And I'm drinking
Some very good root beer.
blue lemonade.
Yes,
Actually,
Tigers. I keep seeing different stats getting thrown around about how far back you have to go to see them being this good.
never.
No, I can't remember if it was like 2008, that whole thing, or
I don't know, like 80s.
no. But this is the best Tigers definitely in your lifetime.
Probably.
Oh, Javier Baez surpasses Mike Trout in second update of All-Star voting. Who would have thought that? I mean, we talked about that.
Like Trout.
Yeah, Scooble. You know, okay, what's this? You want to read this?
Oh, read it.
Yeah.
Tigers Tariq Skoo will break silence on looming free agency. Read it.
Hold on, let's skim through here. All right, so here's a quote. Go ahead and read that.
Listen, winning is where my focus is at, Scooble said. There's been some comments made that are interesting. Not for me, but I'm going to be focused about winning and doing what I can. So what he's saying is he just, if he were to leave, he'd want to go to a good team.
No, what he's saying is that he's just worried about winning right now.
Well, yeah.
He's not thinking about leaving. He's thinking about winning currently. I'm going to be focused about winning. So that's it. Winning each game. So go ahead and read this.
There hasn't been any concrete update on negotiations, but the Tigers and Scooble are still at an impasse due to Scooble still being unsigned. While in-season extension doesn't seem likely, the 2025-2026 offseason will be a huge time for the Tigers and Scooble to work out a deal.
Yeah, and then read this.
Based on production in 2024 and now 2025, he's looking to make a huge payday. In 2025, though, his first 15 starts, Scooble had a 2.06 ERA and an 8-2 record and an AL leading 3.6 WAR as a pitcher. He has completed game shutout, has struck out 117 batters, and just walked 12 in 96 innings pitched.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. And then go ahead and read this a little bit.
He's set to make well over $300 million and could become the first pitcher to eclipse $400 million. Now, but I don't know how. I don't see how that comes from the Tigers, though.
So that's the multi-million-dollar question right now. Should the Tigers pay that for him?
No, they have to get rid of Baez. They have Baez forever, so.
If you remember last year, a lot of people were saying to get rid of Scooble. They did didn't they sign a 1-year deal with him instead? But a lot of people were like, get rid of him, just clean house and rebuild. And I was against that. Like, why would you? The Tigers have historically, again in the last 15-ish years, had great pitching. Verlander, Scherzer, to name a couple who've gone on. I believe both of them won World Series after they left.
That's like it.
They've had other guys, too, that have been good. Look at Flaherty. Thankfully, they got him back.
Flaherty.
But they've had good pitching that they've given up. Now that we actually have a good pitching staff, right?
They have good pitching. Really good pitching. Will Vest.
Yep.
Tyler Holton.
Yeah, he's going to be...
Brant
Herter. He's going to be signing autographs. I saw coming up with Wenzel Perez.
Oh, for free?
No.
For how much?
I don't know. You got to pay for him, but... So my thing last year is like if you got a stud pitcher, the best, arguably, not even arguably last year, but keep him and go on and win.
There's
Same with this year.
I'd say he's like tied with the best pitcher.
Who's the best?
Him and Paul Skeens are like. Paul Skeens is ridiculous. I don't know if he's only walked 12 batters.
Let's do a Scooble.
But the thing about Paul Skeens is his team's just terrible. He has no one.
Typing now.
Like, he's so...
Scooble versus Skeens. Let's look at a breakdown. Stats.
Go with the MOE one. Or no, Paul Skeens. No.
When was this?
Only play.
This is recent. I want head-to-head. There should just be a website
Skeens
devoted
for Scoob.
devoted to them. But I don't see it. This is not easy. So anyway,
Just look up Paul Skeens stats.
yeah, I could pull up a side-by-side here.
It's Paul Skeens.
When is this article from? It's from
May 19th.
Yeah. So we're gonna do Scooble stats here.
Wait, hold on.
So that's good. And we're do over here. Paul Skeens stats. Okay. So you just have to do just compare this year here and that one.
So Paul Skeens' win-loss is 4-6, and Scooble's is 8-2. Paul Skeens' ERA is 1.85, and Scooble's is 2.06. Games played, Skeens has 16, Scooble has 15. And then earned runs, Scooble has 22, and Paul Skeens has 21.
And the whip.
The whip, Scooble has 85 and Skeens has 88. Is higher number better or no?
It's
No.
walks, hits, and innings pitched, right?
Walks, hits, innings, pitch. So walks. Yeah, still understand.
So
Not bad. The walks plus hits per innings pitched.
walks and hits per innings pitched. Yeah. Whip is calculated by adding the number of walks and hits per a pitcher allows, then dividing that sum by the number of innings pitched. So the lower the better.
Yeah.
And this says
But those are both really good.
a whip of under 1 is generally considered excellent.
They both have us under 1. I think they're both the best pitchers. Scooble might, I don't know. Win losses is the big contributor, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean but that has more to do with your team. Right?
Yeah.
So you can lose a game because your team isn't hitting.
And Scooble is right. Yeah, actually, that gives me my thing. Paul Skeens is better. One, because
Scooble's got the best whip. Who's got the best ERA?
Paul Skeens. Where's Yoshinobu? He's not even, what?
He's down at 13.
That's still a good ERA.
Yeah, and his whip is 109. Several under 1.
Excellent. Okay.
Okay.
I'd still say Paul Skeens after you said that. Just because, like you said, you could pitch good, but your team still not be hitting or whatever. That makes Paul Skeens just way better than. Because Paul Skeens has a terrible team. And the Tigers are amazing, so.
Yeah. So you're saying that he steals some games?
Yeah. Who, Skeens?
Yeah.
Yes.
Riley Green with 17 home runs.
Wow, that's a solid 12 below Shohei.
How many does he have?
Like 29.
Home runs.
Actually, if we want
No,
to.
he does not. Him and Torkelson had more than him for a while. Doesn't look like Torkelson's hit
Torkelson has never had more.
home run that many lately.
Or
Last
sorry.
7 games.
11,
How many home runs does Shohei have?
26. Cal Raleigh, though, has 31. Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. Aaron Judge with 28.
That guy, Eugenio Suarez, people think that he's coming to the Tigers.
Really?
Yeah, he's like one of the best third basemen in baseball. Pete Crow Armstrong. How come I'm not seeing? Oh, there's Green. 13.
Hey, we got a team. We got a whole team. We don't need just one player.
Wait, just keep going down. Oh wait,
Juan Soto.
why am I not seeing any more Dodgers?
Right there.
Andy Pies.
Pages.
That's Pies.
We call them pages.
Rafael Devers, he just got traded.
Yeah, we could be sharing this on the screen. Wasn't even think about that, but we're just scrolling through looking at stats. Let's switch gears here. We talked about baseball long enough. Emery has a new hat he's wearing tonight.
The
New
Florida
hat.
Panthers, because as you guys all know, I had a bet with my dad. I picked at the beginning of the season. I believe it might have even been before the season, maybe. That I said the Florida Panthers are going to win. Surely enough, the Florida Panthers won.
So, tell them, so if some friends of ours,
Yeah.
go ahead and tell them the little story about that.
So our friends of ours, they have two boys who are really into hockey, and so every year they make a bet, and if their kids, they pick a team, and if that team wins, they get the hat, and they told us about it, and I thought that'd be a good idea. Well, it was kind of already too late to pick a hat.
Yeah, we found out about it last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was last year.
yeah, during the Stanley Cup, not finals, but the playoffs or whatever.
Yep.
And surely enough, the Panthers won last year. That was actually one of their kids. He picked that, and
And I think one of the boys picked the Las Vegas Golden Knights
the year before, and they won. But this year, I don't know who they picked. But.
So Emery was like, I want to do that. And so beginning of this, before the season started, he made a prediction. We've talked about it a couple times on the show. Surely enough, the Panthers won, and he chose this hat. It's a pretty sweet hat, actually.
One thing that I like about the Tigers hats, but also I don't like about it, is that it's just like a D. And it's cool because it's like Detroit. But I like the big patches.
You can get the big patch with the tiger.
Yeah, but I don't really like that patch. I think when I think of the Tigers logo, I think of the D kind of.
Right.
But
Yeah, this right here.
yeah, I actually That's a nice hat. It just doesn't fit me yet.
It fits. Oh no, this is fitted, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought you wore this.
Oh, I've worn it.
This is a limited edition.
Lids.
Lids.
Also, they made new ones.
Tops Major League Baseball. Pretty sweet.
They made a series too. Like you buy that hat and it comes with like a pack of cards.
And then I happen to get a new hat as well.
That one's cool.
Yeah, I like it. So we got a couple more comments. My mother says, "Good job, Emery. Cool hat." We got Don. "What's up, kids? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys." So yeah, talk NHL Stanley Cup Finals. I made the statement last week. You will not watch better hockey.
Yeah.
But that last game was.
I made my prediction. It was going to 6 games.
You did call it.
Yeah.
You said Florida was going to win it at home.
And they won at home. And honestly, I'd say that like the Florida atmosphere, going to like a Florida hockey game, I've never been to like a Red Wings game really, like as like the time I can remember, kind of. But I'd say that'd be cooler because like the fact that you can buy rats and throw them is cool.
Well, maybe we can try to go to a Florida Panthers game. That'd be cool. We can go visit Mel in Tallahassee, and then
Go to Sunshine, Florida.
is that where they play?
Yeah.
We looked that up before, didn't we? Yeah. We're looking it up again. Bank or
I think.
Merritt
Or Sunrise, not Sunshine.
Sunrise, Florida is a town just west of Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, that'd be sweet to go there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's up in Tallahassee, a little bit far from Fort Lauderdale, but yeah, that'd be cool. But that last game was kind of a blowout.
Yeah, it was. What was it? 2 empty net goals or whatever. That
Well, who was the guy that scored the hat trick?
Sam Reinhart scored 4 goals.
4 total goals. Yeah.
The last one was
Last 2, weren't they?
No,
Last
just-
2 empty netters, or just the one?
just the one, because then a different guy got the other one.
Yeah.
But he got one from like the blue line on the empty netter, which was cool.
Don, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you.
And yeah, it was an absolute blowout. And then towards the end there, Cade for the other team slapped
Oh, yeah.
Matthew Tkachuk like with his stick,
Yeah.
and then they like ejected him out of the game or something. Because
Yeah.
he would have been in the penalty box, but there like wasn't that much time left or something. They like ended up like he just went in the locker room, never shook hands or did anything.
Yeah, he was upset. He lost. Or was losing at that point, going to lose. And so he got a little feisty, took his aggressions out, which, I get it. But at that point, be happy for the other team.
Yeah.
They outplayed you. And that was
Yeah.
wasn't it almost a shutout? What was the final score of that game?
5-2.
Yeah, that's right. They scored that one meaningless goal there at the end.
No, yeah. Or 5-1. That was, or 5. Yeah, I think it was 5-1.
We'll pull it up here. Let's look, because I don't remember. I kind of think they did have 2 goals.
Nope, 5-1.
There was one? Yeah, okay. Yeah, because it was just
But
that last goal was just like meaningless.
Yeah.
They were already up 5 goals, 5-0.
Florida was just celebrating at that point, and they kind of scored and
Weren't paying attention. They got one in.
didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But But yeah, the Panthers win. Emery gets his hat. That's exciting. Hopefully he'll be wearing a Red Wings hat here in the future.
Didn't I say earlier, I was like, they'll probably never win in my lifetime or something I said.
You did say that, we do have a button for that. Hold on here.
The Sports Kid podcast is the greatest. I've heard from many people. He has the greatest hot takes.
I forgot about that button. We haven't used it
We haven't used it because you haven't had too many hot takes, but that recently.
the last time I used it, I think, was when I said Riley Green was overrated.
Yes.
I take that back now. But he wasn't doing the best then, but now he's doing a lot better.
Glad you, yeah. So the Red Wings will win in your lifetime.
Maybe.
They will.
After they get rid of Eiserman.
What was it? Didn't I see something about them? Like there's some big breaking news. Let's look at this. And everybody's like, oh, good. Eiserman's leaving. Maybe this is what it was. Noah Dobson they're trying to get.
A trade from... Oh.
Trade pitch has Red Wings acquire star defenseman and 5-player blockbuster. So who are they trying to... So they're trying to get Noah Dobson.
Oh, from a ton of this absolute no-neighbors. Yeah. Plus the first-round pick.
So it'd be 2 NHL players, 2 prospects, and the 13th overall.
Yeah. Throw in Eiserman while you're at it.
So maybe that's what the big news is. I don't know much about this guy, but apparently he's pretty good.
I thought they were trying to get the captain.
He's 6'4".
Is that big for hockey?
6'4" is just big in life. If you're 6'4", right?
Not necessarily. That was
Yeah, and then you put skates on. Imagine a 6'4" tall guy, 200 pounds.
Is he good?
He's skating. Yeah, if he's 6'4", that's. I mean, there's been some tall hockey players, but 6'4" is pretty good. I want to look up. Zdeno Chara.
6'9".
Yeah, this guy was a beast. Zdeno Chara.
What was he? 7 foot with skates on?
Yep. He was an absolute beast on the ice.
But look how much bigger he was than
250 pounds.
that.
Yeah, that's a great picture. He's a head taller than most people out there. But yeah, so I mean, 6'4" though is still that's a good sized defenseman. I mean, you want a good sized dude back there.
I think they should try to get a captain.
Oh, they've got a captain. They kind of got to roll with him.
Every time I see that hat, I want it so bad.
Which one?
The 4th of July one.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. They just said something about Eiserman, I thought. Oh, Eiserman thinks he can land big fish? Yeah. Sure.
So I think that would be cool if they pick up this guy. You know, they got to be making some big moves. I think Eiserman knows that his head's kind of on the chopping block.
You better know.
And so he's probably trying to make some deals. Right? So.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Hockey is fun. Let me ask you, do you like watching hockey?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's exciting.
Yeah, I like when they fight.
So now a good segue. We're going to go to the NBA Finals. What was more exciting to watch?
I'd rather watch paint dry. It's so boring.
And I even said the other day, our last show, I
You're
said,
like, it's not going to get interesting till Game 7. It still wasn't. It was
so boring. If you guys watched NBA Finals last night, it was even the celebration at the end was like just anticlimactic.
Now, what happened? Something happened with the champagne in the locker room, and it had to get delayed or something like that.
Who knows?
Something happened, like maybe like was it ready or like
Who
I
knows?
don't know. Something happened.
It was just so
It was.
boring.
Let me try to find it because I'm telling you there was since.
I mean, what was the final score here?
They only won by like 10.
Well, it kind of seemed like it was going to get closer at the end, but when we turned it on, I think they were up like 15 or something.
Yeah.
It was just boring. And then again, the celebration afterward was boring.
Yeah,
Usually, like, you feel happy for the team
No,
that wins.
it was like
Even the baby was sleeping. Whose
that-
kid was that?
I don't even know. You can see it in that photo right there.
There was a baby. The one guy had his kid out there. His baby was asleep. That's how boring it was. Like, the kid wouldn't even wake up. His dad just won an NBA championship, lifetime achievement. Baby's like, Dad, this is boring. Oh, man. But SGA, he's good. You were throwing around stats about him, right?
He had like 30 points almost.
That's pretty good.
He averaged. I forget what his average was, but it was like. Part of me even wants to say like 40. Like he averaged over 32 points a game.
That's crazy. Now, the one big bit of news, though, was this. Tyrese Halliburton. And that obviously is what kind of led to the boring display, right? If Halliburton hadn't got hurt,
They would have won.
arguably.
No, I would back to because you know how you were saying like it was so boring, like the celebration. It was like SGA, and then he holds up a tiny little trophy, and then he was like pass it around, and they passed it around.
Which was cooler, the NHL celebration or the NBA celebration?
NHL, and then it was like, and you're champions for the first time, the OKC Thunder, and then they like kind of held up the trophy, and that was it. So like,
I think part of the issue is they didn't really have like the crowd noise piped in,
no.
because you want to be able to hear the crowd. Right?
That's what the one guy said. He was like, they were like, so your kid's asleep right now. And he said, yeah, that just means that you guys aren't loud enough.
Maybe the crowd just wasn't loud enough. I don't know. They're in Oklahoma. I mean, they probably had to get to bed to go farm the fields the next morning or something. Right?
Is that
What do you do in Oklahoma?
I don't know. Never been there.
There's nothing to do in Oklahoma. Nobody goes there. And there's Oklahoma City. And then this is all, we're looking at a map here.
Is the green all farm? Farm.
Let's go to,
Terrain.
there's Oklahoma City. Okay, it's a bit, it's a nice little bustling city here, but this is all farm.
Yeah.
All farm. farm. So my point being, those people were tired. They were working the tractors in the fields all day. Got to get home.
Yeah. I
I don't
guess.
know. It was just, the NBA is boring. It was fun to watch the Pistons play.
Yeah.
And we'll watch. We'll stay tuned, right, moving forward on the Pistons.
Yeah. If they.
They're going to be good again.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, wasn't there some big trade rumors
Giannis.
to the Pistons?
Yeah, there's Speaking about trades, Kevin Durant got traded. No one wants to hear about that.
Did you see that they announced he found out at the Fanatics Fest?
He didn't even know.
No. Let me pull this up. Kevin Durant. Yeah, let's try to find it here. He was literally on the stage at the Fanatics Fest, and then they announced it.
Someone yelled. Someone yelled. You got traded.
Right here. Go ahead and read that.
Kevin Durant finds out about Rockets trade while on stage at Fanatics Fest.
He says, "We're gonna see, man." Fan videos show audience members breaking news of the trade to Durant during a panel at the event. Could you imagine, you're one of the best top names in the league.
Yeah.
And they can't
Top
even...
veteran.
Right. They can't even tell you privately about this. You're on stage at an event and some fan tells you. Some random dude in the crowd. I would be pretty upset about that. How do they find out before you do?
Yeah. Kevin Durant's live reaction to news. Oh, wait, show them. I want to we have to see it later.
Let's see. We're going to try to share our screen here real quick. Give me just a minute. We're going to switch to...
That's...
This.
Mr. Wembanyama, or Mr. Bloodclot, he's walking around. He was walking around Fanatics Fest. Just 7 feet taller than everyone else.
All right, let's get this squared up. Looks like it's off a little bit in our... Stretch that in, stretch that there, save it. Update. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to try to play this. I don't know if the audio, can't remember. The audio plays through? Let's see. No, because it's coming from the other screen. People are shouting, "You just got traded." And this lady announced it. She must have knew. This lady knew before he did, because she just announced it. That's dumb. The NBA is garbage.
Yeah. Yeah.
NBA is garbage. Terrible product. Right?
Yep. I said, I just bought a jersey.
Well, the Pistons, we're going to keep riding the Pistons bandwagon, right? Cade is the man. What do you think? Prediction right now. This is a very early prediction. You think Pistons are going to make the playoffs again?
Yeah.
I think they will.
I think if they get Giannis, let's just say, I think it'll maybe even be more difficult to make the playoffs. Because this was the thing.
There's a lot of talk about Giannis coming to the Pistons.
No, all the rumors of where Giannis would go are to the Pistons.
But read this. Okay.
The Milwaukee Bucks received Tobias Harris, Jaden Ivey, Isaiah Stewart, and the 2027 Detroit Pistons first-round pick, the 2029 first-round pick, and the 2031 first-round pick.
And this says at face value, this seems like this is from Yahoo Sports. This seems like a no-brainer for the Pistons.
It does.
To give up Tobias, Jaden Ivey, and Isaiah Stewart
I would keep Isaiah
for one guy?
I would keep Isaiah Stewart, but besides that, it's a great deal. It's a great deal. You're talking about Giannis.
It just goes to
He's
show.
the second, he's like the third best player in the league.
They might as well reduce the number of guys on the court.
Just to have Giannis.
No, I'm just saying in general, like the NBA. Take it down to like 4 guys. Or 3-on-3. Because it's basically what it is, if you think about it.
But it'd be so easy. Just go down there.
These guys are already, there's no defense already.
Smash.
They're going down there dropping threes like crazy. You think there's 3 guys putting up 30 points, that's 90 right there.
And they score sometimes 140.
I know. It's just, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
I say they get him. I'd say just get rid of as little as you can to get him.
Right. Well, that would be the goal, obviously. I just think,
I say just give him the picks. Get rid of Tobias. Get rid of Ivy. Then you're good.
I don't know a lot about these guys.
He's pretty good. Isaiah Stewart, he's injured, and Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, Tobias Harris is pretty good there, wasn't he? Because he averaged 13 points a game, so not. So let's look here. Jaden Ivey. 17.
But he's injured.
Okay, so that doesn't really count total.
It
But
is.
still, that's like 30 points. And let's look at Isaiah Stewart. Average 6. So I guess I could see because
Okay, so
Giannis.
So now you look up that.
Hold on, let's look at Giannis. Yeah, so he's averaging 30 points alone, which is all of their scores combined.
Almost.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So what are you losing?
I guess not much.
You're losing prospects. That's what you're losing.
Yeah. All right, bring him. Sign him.
But Ivy.
Cade was averaging 26. All right, we got our buddy Tom tuning in. Thanks for tuning
From
in,
Kentucky.
Tom. All the way down in Kentucky.
Kentucky, Louisiana.
So, yeah, it's listen, bring him. I think my prediction: Pistons will make playoffs.
If they get him, yeah, they're gonna be in maybe the finals.
So Red Wings maybe making some big trade, getting a big defenseman. Pistons maybe making the trade.
Red Wings, they're not making it. Pistons, maybe.
When is the draft again? You said next week. NBA draft.
No, it's in 2 days.
Oh, okay. We'll watch that. I mean,
We only need to watch the first 5 minutes.
the first.
Cooper Flag.
Yep. Where is he going?
The Jazz.
He's gonna get drafted number 1, right?
I don't know. However they got it, I don't. Anthony Davis. Yeah, no, the Mavs. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we'll tune in, kind of watch the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's the Mavericks. So now the Mavericks, they're going to be so good.
Anthony Davis.
Cooper Flag, Kyrie.
Yeah, right
See?
there. If all goes as expected, Dallas will soon become the first team since 1989 to start 3 number 1 overall picks in the same lineup. Kyrie, Anthony Davis, and Cooper Flag. The last team to do it?
The Lakers with Magic, Kareem, and Worthy. Who's Worthy? I know, like Kareem and Ojamar. Magic Johnson.
Yeah, I clicked on that. looking it up. So, James Worthy. Big Game James. Yeah. You don't hear too much about him. He's a Hall of Famer, though, right?
So easy. I don't like the Hall of Fames anymore. The NFL Hall of Fame induction, you know how bad it was? I didn't know a single player.
Well,
They're just like giving them out.
handing him out. All right, well, anything else you want to talk about tonight, or is that pretty much wrap it up?
Pretty much it. Basically, all you have to do is just play on the field, then you're in the Hall of Fame.
It's not that easy.
I didn't know half these people. There was like, he had 15
Probably from
sacks.
some guy from 1975 or something.
No, they were all still alive.
Well, yeah, I mean, but he played in 1970 or something.
Maybe. Played with...
Once the thing is, the way it works, once you're alive long enough after you played, it just kind of gets to the point. It's like a good old boys club, essentially. Hey, what about old...
That guy played with the Bobby Lane.
Yeah, what about old Jim over there? Oh, yeah, he's
He's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Or baseball, I think something to be said about it.
Oh, yeah, baseball.
Difficult to get in the Hall of Fame, I feel. Hockey's probably similar.
Because baseball, either you're good or you're bad.
Yeah, that's how it works. There's no in between. You can either hit dingers or you can't.
Yeah.
Comment from Mel. She said James Worthy has many championship rings. Yep. So, all right, one last shout out to the giveaway.
Remember, stay tuned. We're going to be uploading a video, and I'm going to be explaining the rules, the guidelines.
The rules, the guidelines.
On how to get entered and how to win the giveaway. And we're going to be doing that right after this and uploading it.
Yeah, so we are giving away a Parker Meadows autographed jersey, Detroit Tigers autographed jersey. This thing is really sweet. Just picked it up, we mentioned earlier, from JMC Sports.
Yep.
And so we will be giving that away on episode 24. So in 2 weeks, you guys have 2 weeks to get entered. But yeah, pretty sweet. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. You done? You good?
Yep.
All right, should we close her down? Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate you. Make sure to come back next week. Make sure to get entered into the giveaway.
Well, 2 weeks.
We'll be announcing in 2 weeks. Let's go. Have a blessed week.
Thanks for tuning in to the Sports Kid Podcast.